Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Serafin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest in that wonderful little town of Belfair, Washington. Hickville, USA, as I love to call it. So welcome to my channel, everybody. So this is that Wednesday extra video that I tell you that if I can do one, I'm going to throw it in there. So yes, I've got a chance to do it here. So let me show you what I have for you. It is a Christmas card, of course. This is one of those cards that I am prepping to do with either the Veterans Home or one of the senior homes over in Port Orchard by my Aunt Carol for the holiday season, using some DSP that the wonderful Phyllis sent me. And so I'm sharing it with you. I am using the paper from last year's mini catalog called Take a Bow. She had sent me, so I've been doing quite a bit with what she had sent me, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing. And I am using a stamp and die set that she sent me sometime in the last year. I didn't write the date that she sent it down me, so let me show you what I have. So the Take a Bow, I used this is the same piece of DSP. It's just I cut it on the diagonal and then flipped one side, and I put it on a card base. So we have a card base that is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25, right? And then layer number 1 is a piece of DSP, of course, cut to 4 by 5.25, 4.25 by 5.5, cut on the diagonal, and you just flip it over. Flip the pieces over and glue it down. That's how simple this little diagonal is. Now, the dies that and stamp set she sent me is this, and it didn't really have, it says mittens. Anyways, it's a darling little die set. Let me show you. So what am I using? I'm using these two little mittens. Now, Stampin' Up! At one time had little mittens. I didn't have them, but it has these little mittens. Oh, I am missing the little, it must be over by the die cutting. There's a little string that goes to it as well, and I am using that. I am also using the mixed label dies that the wonderful Leslie sent me for this. I'm using, you'll see them in a minute. Not this one. We're using this one from the mixed label dies. So gifts galore, right? I am so grateful. Thank you, because that made this card possible. Here's that little string piece in the dies. And then I went to look for my paper pumpkin stamps for a Merry Christmas, and I found this one here, and this is from October 2023's Home for the Holidays stamp, and I am using that for my Merry Christmas because I want a Merry Christmas, even though I am using from this stamp set, I'm using Warm and Cozy Wishes, and for the inside, Sending You a Winter Wave, and then we're going to do Merry Christmas with that. So let's get started. This is a very simple little card. You can see I have 7 cards identical to this. They're all glued down, and all of these supplies are inside of here. And then I have another stack with another card similar using the same stamp and dies. So I will have a total of, this supplies will be 14. Did I show you the others? I've been putting them together as I do them. There's some in here, so I haven't got everything ready for the other one, but as I get things prepped and done, I put them away. I am just going to use black memento for this card, but I want these to be simple, and I would love some feedback on if you think this is simple enough, because I don't want it to be too difficult. So without going any further, we are gonna do the smooshy dance with this stamp set, because it has not been used before, and I'm so excited to get to use it. So we're gonna, I mean, I could use, oh, you know what, I could use red for this one. It's the next card that I had prepped. This is no lie, guys. I have spent over 5 hours die cutting, prepping, gluing card bases for 14 cards. I have been in my stamp room now for 5 hours, and I think we will use real red. I think we will. I think I can change my mind. Why? Because I want to. Why? Because I can. So we are going to use real red. Give me a sec to change this color. It's going to be brighter. It's going to be more festive. The next card is the black memento because I'm using black instead of white. And it's going to make a drastic difference. It's just is. So we have our mixed label die, which we are going to, now that we did this smushy, right? And this warm and cozy just fits perfectly in here. So I am demonstrating this because it goes to show you that you can mix your Stampin' Up! Products with other products that you may have. So really simple, warm and cozy. And they will be stamping this. I have extras of the mixed label dies cut. So in case I mess up, it's no big deal. This is a simple stamp. It's not going to be any tough, stamping here. I want to keep it nice and simple. So for the inside, we need to do the smushy again. I love the smushy dots. It's fun, right? It is. All right. We're going to flip this scratch paper over. Sending you a winter wave. And then we have these cute wee little mittens that we are going to stamp. And I think we can do those in, we're going to keep everything in real red. That way there's just one ink. We need to do the smushy. Uh-oh, there's Hank. I'm doing a video, sweetheart. So we're going to do a mitten there. One there and one there. So that's for the inside. Now we're going to get all of our stamping done, of course, right now. So we're going to do a mitten here. I told you we're keeping this really simple, just like that. And then for the front here, we're going to do warm and cozy wishes again. Why? Because we can, and because it just goes with the card. So that is all. Oh, we forgot our Merry Christmas. I knew there was something. Sending you a winter wave. I guess we really could have done the Merry Christmas on the envelope. Let's do that on the outside because that is nice and big in there, and they can handwrite Merry Christmas. But we're going to do Merry Christmas from the paper pumpkin. We'll do that right here. Or actually, it would have been better there. But this is where it is now. It's done. It would have been better down there and move the mittens. But it's going to survive. It's not going to complain at all. I promise you. It's not going to complain where it is. So this is our card base. We have our warm and cozy. And we have our little mittens. And I die cut out of the scrap. Remember I had these little strips. Let me show you. I have stuff on top of them. I was digging through the paper pumpkin stamps. Hold on. Okay, when I die cut all that paper, I had these scraps that I was going to turn into bookmarks. Well, I used some of the scraps to die cut the mittens. I still have a stack for bookmarks, but now I have scraps for mittens, and I really liked the polka dots. So all of them are polka dots. Stripes, you could choose anything you want. But for today, we are choosing the mittens, and we're choosing these little stars, which is just the back of the mittens. We have a white string and white backings for our mittens. And after gluing all the backings on all like 14 cards, well, I guess there's 16 altogether. An easier way to glue all these pieces in a faster way is to put the glue here, put the glue up here. Believe it or not, this is much faster. Put the mitten inside the mitten and put the wee little bottom right there. So there's one. This was so much faster. Let's scoot. Oh, there's two. That's why I'm like, why is that not sticking? Because there's two. So dear Phyllis, thank you. This is coming in so handy, and I think it's a cute, easy little card. Yes, it took me hours, a labor of love, and it truly is to do something like this and to give back, and I do love doing it. So there's our wee little mittens. Now let's put this together. So we went one up here and one down here. And our little string, of course, is going to connect our mittens like that. And our warm and cozy is going to go right there. And we have a wee Christmas card. Isn't that darling? I think so. So we're going to remove our mittens. And we're going to, I'm looking at this dot right there. That is where I'm going to aim to put the string. I honestly, at first I thought, oh, I'm just going to use twine, and then I thought, oh, that's going to be really kind of difficult to, let's put this back to where I can see where, there. I didn't want to do that because that would be hard to get it to stay in place. And I was like, nope, I'm die cutting. I'm doing a lot of die cutting today. And this mixed label die, love it. It was the perfect shape, perfect size for everything. Yes, you could put the mittens up on dimensionals, but I want these cards to be mailable with one stamp. So for that purpose, all of my cards basically for these are just going to be flat. And I am going to be getting stickly glitter glue and letting them add stickles to these cards. And I think that will add a bit of festive flair. Let me see, what is this? That's fruit punch. We don't want fruit punch. I know I have a Christmas one. Give me a sec. See, that's Candy Cane Lane. But I do have this brighter Christmas. I have this green. I really need a Christmassy green one to order. But I thought what would be fun. That's Candy Cane Lane. I really don't want that. So. And I want to have samples when I go in to offer to do this. I want to have samples of what I'm offering to do so they can see. And this is something that is easy. These bottles are easy to squeeze. And just a little glitter glue. I mean, I could get clear, but I think having a few options would be good. This is where I would like some advice and get your opinion on. What do you think? Clear, stickily glitter glue for this type of thing, or adding a little bit of festive cheer with some colors? I'm going to add, I know this is a lighter green, but I think I'm going to add a little bit of this to the center here. Oops, that's a bit to these. Just to the bottom part of these. And this will not add bulk. It will not cost. Oh, part of me wants to add more and more to everything. Stickily glitter glue. Let's contain yourself, girl. Contain yourself. So that's it. Quick and easy, right? Quick and easy. Adorable little card, simple to do. I've done most of the prep work. I've glued all of these together. The only gluing they'll have to do, they're going to stamp this. They'll glue and put their mittens on, but their mittens are, let me just show you what they're going to get in the envelope. So there's this design, and then you're going to see another one next week, because I'm going to do that video today, but I'm going to let it air next week, so I'm not worried about having one that we're going to be doing. I have another design, a different design, same DSP, but I'm using black as the little ribbon for the mittens and black for this part of the mittens, and I'm still using the mixed label dies. So there's that. Those are just extra. So in the envelope, this is what is in there. It's identical to this. So there have the mixed label die, the little string ribbon, and the mittens already done. So not too fussy. I don't want it to be stressful. I want it just to be, you know, easy. Now I will say that the next card, there's a wee little bit more as far as stamping, as we're going to be stamping on, where is that die? Oh, that one's missing it. The white. We're going to be stamping onto the die that does this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using either my Stamparatus or my aunt's old Misty, my old mini Misty, because you can put this in the Stamparatus, right, and then have them place this here in the little negative, and then they can stamp on it, and I can have it ready so they won't miss or mess up. It's all going to be stationary, and all they have to do is ink it up and stamp, and boom, it's done. So if they choose this one, they can do that one. If they want this one, it's easy, and I'm still going to have extras die cut. That's why you see there. And I was just using scrap paper. This one apparently I need for the video because there's not one over there. So, and I'm planning on cutting more, but anyways, that's my idea. So please let me know what you think. These are going to go with the bit. And like I said, these are no cost projects, just something I want to give back, a little day of service and thank you to others. So thanks for watching, everybody, and hope that you come and visit me here again in my Wonderland. Now I'm going to go see what Hank is needing. Okay, bye-bye for now, everyone.